really sure, but I must have mentioned at some point to Howard that I needed a sink for my shed. And a few months ago, Howard called me and he said, "Hey, I got you a gift. I'm gonna leave it at your gate." Howard brought me a sink. I'm planning on using that to make a spot in my shed for processing chickens. My plan here is to make this little area into a chicken processing area. I've already got a water line running right here. I can run some kind of a drain hose out there. It's in the shade. Seems like a pretty good deal. And speaking of really cool things that were free, check this out. This is a 6.5 cubic foot upright Frigidaire freezer that I literally found on the side of the road. Talk about a blessing that I am extremely thankful for. We had been in the market for an upright freezer because we're about to have chickens and a pig going into the house, and we're very low on freezer space. And this thing was sitting on the side of the road in my in-laws' neighborhood, and they had thrown it out because the fan stopped working. My dad suggested some automatic transmission fluid on the shaft, so I took the motor out, got the shaft freed up. It was seized a little bit, ATF on it, and it took right off, and it runs like a brand new one. Now we need to take care of the animals that are going to be occupying that freezer. This pig's got a limp. I don't know if she sprained her leg or what happened. I don't see any blood or scars or anything, but she's definitely limping. It has gotten hot here. It's supposed to be 96 degrees today, so I'm making sure they've got plenty of water to waller in. Yeah, it's hot. They are basically out of food. Well, they stopped now, unfortunately, but they had been chowing down. It's been a couple of days now, but I added a couple of buckets of food to this feeder, and apparently I'm just underestimating the amount of food that they're consuming right now. This pig right here that you're about to see, that's Oreo. That is our overachiever right there. Y'all come to get me dirty? Is that what y'all are doing? This is our this is our overachiever right here, and he's at 196 pounds. 5 months old, just phenomenal growth. The other ones are in the low to mid 170 range. This is our breeder right here, and she's at 176. Here's one right here. The other two are right around 172, I think. Hey, you can't eat that. Stop. I should not have chosen to film right here. Anyways, really amazing growth out of these pigs, and this open feeding system and this recipe that I got from Shrimp Tails has really proven to be the difference here. So I'm getting out of here. Somebody on one of my videos commented and said, I just really don't think I could pet these pigs like you do and treat them like pets. Well, the thing is, one of them, Sue, our breeder, she kind of is a pet. She's going to be our breeder, and we're going to keep her around. But as far as the other ones go, you know, they're not going to be around much longer. 1.5 to 2 months at the very latest, I would say. But my mindset on these pigs is that they're food. First of all, they're food. Now, the flip side of that is they're just really interesting to watch. They've all got their own personalities. They do just really interesting things, and they're fascinating to watch. So they're just interesting animals, but I have to maintain a disconnect between the 3 that are going to the butcher and the one that we're going to keep, because yeah, they're going to be gone pretty soon, and we're going to honor their memory by cooking some really good food out of them. I know that probably sounds harsh, but this is where food comes from. That's kind of my attitude about it. Guys, this is our Christmas tree farm here, and I have showed this on the channel before, but it is time, well, it's actually a little bit past time to get these pruned up for this year. And these trees right here have not been pruned at all. These should have been pruned last year and this year, but at this point it should be early enough that they should fill right back in and be ready for sale by December or November. Last year the Christmas tree farm did pretty good. We sold 25 to 30 trees, somewhere along in there, which I thought was really, really good, and hope to sell more this year. So it's super hot out here, so I'm just gonna go until I run out of gas in this thing, and then we'll go do something else. Anytime I show the trees on the channel, people ask me what variety these are. These are Murray cypresses. They're a cultivar of Leland cypress. They're a little more fungus resistant than Leland cypresses, and they're a little bit thicker. They fill in pretty quick, or a little bit thicker rather. And I don't know how the growth rate compares between these and Lelands, but these can grow 3 to 5 feet per year in ideal conditions. We can't grow the classic spruce Christmas trees here, unfortunately, and this is kind of what folks in our area usually grow for Christmas trees. One really important thing that I have to do with these is make sure that there's enough stump on these things to fit down in a Christmas tree holder. Oftentimes these trees like to grow their branches fairly close to the ground, and I have to get those out so that there will be time for the rest of it to fill in, because sometimes the branches go up into the tree and make the tree look thicker than it really is. But these branches have got to go, because they won't fit down in a Christmas tree holder if they're too low. Never mind about running through a whole tank. It is way too hot out here, and there's little to no breeze today. I gotta go do something easier. I did get about 10 trees done, which is pretty good. If I can do 10 trees a day, 10 or 15 a day, it wouldn't take a whole lot of time to get this done. I just can't do it all day long. First thing in the morning would be a much better time. What have you been up to? It's hot, isn't it, Cricket? It's hot. Go somewhere and cool off. What you got, buddy?
Great, now in the summer we can have fires.
No, we don't want fires in the summer. We'll do it in the winter. How's that sound? Are you hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad today, isn't it?
Yeah.
You about ready to go inside?
Yeah, because it's shadier inside.
And there's an air conditioner too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a roof. And there's cold air in there.
Yeah.
And no water in there.
Okay. All right, well, let me put the tractor up and we'll go in, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm to stay at the firewood shed.
Okay. I think after this batch of meat chickens, I'm gonna wait maybe until the fall to do another one because they are, man, they get hot too. You see them in there? That's in the shade. I'm really glad I'm not using my other chicken tractor. It's like a Saladin style, and I think they would just cook in there. They can go through a good 5 gallons of water a day in this in these conditions. We're gonna be eating corn here pretty soon. That one right there will be ready next week. All right, y'all, I promised a little boy that I'd go in the house with him, and I'm past ready to go in the house myself. It is way too hot for this. I'll see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.